What's up, guys? HTG Brian back with some more LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This is level 22, Assault on Echo Base. Free play. We're going to go ahead and run our way through, grabbing all of those mini kits and, of course, all 3 of those challenges. And if you didn't get the True Jedi Stud requirement on your story run, you will likely get it here as it's pretty low. And if you've been following along, you got that 2x stud multiplier, which should put you way over at the top. Now, quick reminder, we do have quick links down below in the video description, but I do want to point your attention to one of the challenges called Rogue Squadron Form Up. This actually requires us to complete the level without being defeated. So there's no real invincibility brick or anything like that can help you stay alive. My best advice is to steer clear of the AT-STs and, of course, keep your ground away from the AT-ATs as well. Now, when you're ready to jump in, we're going to go ahead and take on all 3 of those challenges and all the mini kits, which one starts right at the very beginning. You can see we're just flying out of the base there, and straight ahead, just a little bit to our right, there is a mini kit hiding in a snow pile. So we'll go ahead and blast that and quickly go and swoop that up and sort of lean to the right a little bit. We're kind of pulling a U-turn. And the reason for that is there's another mini kit hiding under this snowbankment here. Got a little bit of a tunnel we got to go through. Meep, meep. Don't forget to honk that horn. All right, once we straighten out, you're going to want to pay attention to the AT-STs and the 3 enemy vehicles that are much smaller to the left side of them. You can see we've taken out 1 or 2 of them. There you go, 2 and 3 of 6. So there should be a group of 3 of them amongst these 4 AT-STs. And again, stay clear of those things because they will blow up. They will fall over. They will defeat you if you give them a chance to. And of course, that's one of our challenges, Rogue Squadron Form Up. We want to make sure that you get in your first go. Now, as soon as that cinematic sequence happens there, you can see we've got more AT-STs and a couple more small fighters behind them. I cannot stress this enough. Do not risk the biscuit getting up close and personal to these AT-STs, as they will take you down. In fact, I got, in my scouting run, when I was trying to get the perfect route for all these mini kits and challenges, I actually got taken down by one of them, which is why I keep stressing, steer clear. Now, after you take out the second group, there should be 6 AT-STs. It's going to guide us down and away from our home base here, and it's going to take us through a little sequence of mines. At the end of those mines, there's going to be a mini kit on the ground in a snow pile, much like the first one we grabbed. And it should be noted that you can see it with the collectible detector on already. And if you somehow miss it as we swoop on by it through these mines, it is possible to grab once the next sequence begins. So you can see I'm trying to shoot it right now, but my aim is targeting that AT-AT. But I'm going to slowly get right up on there. And be careful, again, not to crash into the ground, as that would defeat you as well. That's the last thing we want, again, is for you to have to replay it. Now, you might notice the Minikit 4 icon is still there, and that is just to indicate that you can get it once you make that swoop around. Once you have control, and assuming that you've grabbed that other Minikit, we're going to fly off to the far right side, just stick next to the wall, and there's going to be another one of those small little rock archways, or a little tunnel, so get ready. Run, run, me, 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 me. No, I'm just kidding. God, that's funny. A friend of mine and I were talking the other day about how, as a kid, we used to love going through tunnels because of how loud some cars would be, and it was always fun, like if you had like a Porsche or a Ferrari or something fancy, they would make a lot of noise and sound really cool doing it. All right, this next challenge, the AT-ATrick. That's right, you got to fly through the legs of an AT-AT. Now, you can try to do it right now, and you'll likely die. We found that there's actually a sweet spot if you just wait it out. The AT-AT walks all the way up to that fight right there. There's sort of a trench in the ground there, and you'll see as he gets real close to it, he actually just stops. Once he stops, you can swoop right on through without any worry of his legs crushing you. That's right, we got the old Suzanne Summers action going on here. That's a really old reference. I don't know if any of you will even get that. Some of you probably have heard of the Thigh Master before. Anyways, all right. Moving along, you can see we can slide right on through. Woo to the hoo! All right, challenge number 1, complete. Now, the other challenges are trip up the AT-ATs without breaking a tow cable. That one's pretty tricky, and we're going to start our journey on that right now. You're going to go ahead and aim your snow speeder right at him, get that icon popped up, press it, and then you're going to want to try to stay within all of these rings. Good news is you can miss a ring or two per AT-AT. But if you miss more than two, I think if you miss three, it actually fails and your tow cable breaks. I know that this has been sort of a problem for some people, as we've gotten a lot of comments on other videos as well as our story video for this one. People are asking me, how do you get these guys taken down? Well, it's actually just kind of a process that you gotta perfect. My best piece of advice is to basically just turn as hard as you can into the right side. So as you notice my speeder, it's turning almost constantly full throttle, but every once in a while I kind of let off for a second, much like when we were doing the pod racing. You know, on throttle, off throttle, kind of on turn, off turn is my best advice. But a lot of those turns are pretty hardcore and require you to press on the hard right side throughout the whole thing. But, you know, like I said, to each their own. It's something you guys are going to need practice for. If you're really struggling with it, you know, of course, you know, maybe just make a practice run and try to take all these guys out and just get good at it. That's right. Get good, get good, get good. All right, we've got one down. See, I missed a ring right there, and I think I missed this one right here, too. Yep, I was going to say, I know I missed two on this one. And I swoop around and get all the rest. And, you know, you might notice, too, we are taking some shots from him, and that's okay, as long as you don't take a lot, which I do recommend taking out the AT-STs. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but you saw me do it. Hopefully you followed what I did on screen. And here we go. This is the third one. If we get this done, it should give us not only a challenge completion for taking all three down without the tow cable breaking, but also for not being defeated. And look at that. We've got 5, and it should go up to 6. Woot! All right, so we got them all done. Whew. All right, there was a little bit of a cutscene there. We did remove it, and here we are pulling back into our main base with a different ship than we took off with. Pay no attention to that. Nothing. You saw nothing. So here we are, ready to ring off the totals for Assault on Echo Base. Woo to the who, level complete. All right, we've got that true Jedi status. Nobody's really commented on the stat eye. So I'm going to just walk away from that before anybody gets hurt. It would be me. We got 3 million studs stacked up. We're getting up there. All 3 challenges were officially rang off. Hopefully you found those easy peasy. Hopefully I explained them well enough for you. And next up, we got those mini kits, which they happened pretty fast. We came right out of the base, grabbed one, hung a hard right turn, grabbed another, and then shot down those enemy ships and got another. So 3 of them within like the first minute of leaving the base, which is pretty cool. And of course, guys, that's it. So pat yourselves on the back. We are basically to the halfway point of the free play, as there are 45 levels, and this is 22. So by the time we get to the next one, we have officially crossed over. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this series. Don't forget to click that like button. For me, though, that's going to do it. As always, until next time.